BTS News Today, Seoul, South Korea. Tonight, the global entertainment world was shaken by something completely unplanned, unannounced, and unexpected. It all started with a single movement. A subtle gesture between Jungkook and Jimin of BTS, caught on camera in a quiet corner of Seoul, spread like wildfire in seconds. There was no official announcement, no scheduled appearance on HYB's calendar, but the presence of the two BTS members was enough to set social media ablaze. ARMY across the globe seemed to freeze in place, captivated by every step, glance, and small smile they shared. It began earlier this evening, around 5:40 p.m. Korea Standard Time, when a few fans accidentally filmed Jungkook and Jimin walking out of a building in the Hanamdong area. The building is known as one of HYB's private spaces often used for secret meetings and practice sessions. But what caught people's attention wasn't just the location, it was their behavior. Unlike their usual casual outings, both were dressed head to toe in black, with caps and masks covering most of their faces. Still, their body language and eyes were unmistakable. Jungkook led the way, with Jimin following closely behind, almost as if they were protecting something. One of the videos now going viral shows Jimin glancing at Jungkook, who lets out a quiet laugh before looking up at the Seoul night sky. To many, Jungkook's soft laugh isn't just a laugh, it's his signature tell whenever he's trying to hide something big. Jimin responded with a subtle smile behind his mask, and the way his eyes curved said more than words ever could. Within an hour, hashtags like #JungkookUpdate and #WhatAreTheHiding trended at #1 globally on X, Twitter, Weverse, and TikTok. What fueled the fire further was the fact that they were seen leaving a private recording studio that's usually only used when artists work on projects outside the official group schedule. Rumors began to swirl instantly. Were Jungkook and Jimin secretly working on something? A new duet? A surprise release? No one knew for sure, but every sign pointed to yes. A few fans at the scene described the atmosphere as oddly thrilling. The cool night air felt charged, as if carrying an unspoken message. The two said almost nothing, but the energy around them was strong. When a black car with tinted windows arrived to pick them up, Jimin ducked his head to stifle a laugh, while Jungkook briefly locked eyes with a fan's phone camera. That single glance sent shockwaves through ARMY hearts worldwide. There was a message in his eyes, whether intentional or not. Hours later, Jungkook posted a cryptic Instagram story, a photo of the night sky and the words, "It begins." No explanation, no caption, no location. Just that. Minutes later, Jimin uploaded his own story, a dark silhouette of himself in a blue-lit room. Silent. Motionless. That silence was louder than any teaser could ever be. And HYB? Silent too. No press releases, no schedules updated, no clarifications. But for longtime fans, silence is often the loudest signal of all. In the past, some of BTS's biggest moments started exactly like this. In whispers, in shadows, in movements too small to be random. And when two of its most adored members appear together under mysterious circumstances, the world pays attention. In one fan's live stream from outside the building, you could hear faint laughter from inside the car. Jimin was heard softly saying, "Hyung will know," and Jungkook replied in a low voice, "Not yet." It sounded like a line straight out of a drama. Who was the Hyung? RM? Suga? Jin? Was this tied to a comeback, or something deeply personal between them? By midnight, speculation had exploded. Several fan sites posted blurred long-lens photos of two figures who looked unmistakably like Jungkook and Jimin inside a private studio on the edge of Seoul. One fan zoomed in and spotted the word "Echo" on a wall poster, sparking another wave of theories. Could Echo be the name of their secret project? Veteran ARMY, who've been through many BTS eras, immediately recognized the signs. This mysterious atmosphere felt eerily similar to the lead-up to the Proof era and other major releases. When Jimin and Jungkook appear together like this, it usually means something big is coming. Many fans believe they're preparing a long-awaited duet, something ARMY has dreamed of for years but never gotten in official form. Meanwhile, music industry insiders began to take notice. Some claimed that both Jungkook and Jimin had been spotted frequently visiting recording studios and working with international producers in secret. One Grammy-winning producer was reportedly in Seoul recently for private sessions. If true, this wouldn't just be a casual duet. This would be global. What made everything even more intriguing was their body language. Jimin's slow, deliberate steps matched Jungkook's instinctive, powerful movements in perfect sync. Not stage choreography, something deeper. The kind of unspoken rhythm shared by two people who hold the same secret. The next morning, Seoul woke up to a media frenzy. News programs ran the footage, and international outlets highlighted the chemistry and synchronicity between the two. Music journalists from the US and Europe called it the beginning of a new BTS chapter. If this was indeed a secret Jungkook project, it could become one of the most anticipated releases in modern K-pop history. And through it all, Jungkook and Jimin said nothing. They let the world guess, let the puzzle grow on its own. ARMY didn't hold back. Social media filled with thousands of theories, an emotional ballad, an intense dance performance, maybe even a short film about their shared journey. But every theory ended the same way. Something big was coming. One moment that's already become iconic is a brief scene caught through a car window. Jungkook and Jimin sharing a silent look before driving away. It lasted only seconds, but felt like a message to those who know them best. A look that said, wait. The next night, Jungkook appeared on Weverse Live. He sat quietly in a dim studio, wearing a black hoodie and cap, speaking softly but deliberately. He told fans he was working on something that made his heart race. When someone asked in the comments, "Is it with Jimin?" he only smiled, lowered his gaze, and patted his chest. No words. But everyone understood. Shortly after, Jimin went live too. Same quiet lighting, same calm tone. He said only one sentence. "We're making something we love." That was all it took. Comments flooded in. Hearts raced. People around the world whispered the same thing. It's happening. Days passed, and the mystery only grew stronger. The studio they frequented tightened its security. Staff members were seen carrying recording equipment and small stage props. One was spotted wheeling a board that had "Final Cut" scribbled on it. Meanwhile, Jungkook was caught on camera rehearsing choreography in a basement practice room, while Jimin walked in with a cup of coffee for him. A small, intimate moment, but for fans, it spoke volumes. This was going to involve a performance, not just a song. International media began calling it one of the most powerful promotional strategies in recent memory. No posters, no teaser photos, no official announcements. Just two people and a silence that ignited the world. Streaming platforms were reportedly already preparing for a surprise drop. The world was holding its breath. Then came an unforgettable night. HYB's training building suddenly went dark for a few seconds. When the lights returned, a faint blue glow was seen from one of the studios. Two silhouettes stood facing each other. Fansites captured blurry photos through the windows, but it was enough. Jungkook, Jimin, standing only a few steps apart, as if ready for a final rehearsal before the storm. That photo became a symbol of mystery, anticipation, and connection. Finally, in the early hours of the morning, a message appeared on BTS's official Weverse account. It said simply, "Countdown begins." No photos, no names, just black background and white text. But everyone already knew. Jungkook and Jimin were behind it, and the world was seconds away from whatever they had created.